Hey skiers and snowboarders of the Southeast, this is meteorologist Brad Panovich. Here's your ski update as we go into the weekend. Winterfest weekend down here in North Carolina. I'll be up in Blowing Rock. Actually going to be checking out Beach Mountain tomorrow. Even though I know there's going to be some rain, we're going to talk about snowmaking, so stay tuned for that. I'll talk more about that over the coming days. So here's a look at the forecast across the Southeast. We've got some rain, but the good news is there is some snow mixed in here. So rain and ice initially. I think there's going to be a lot of ice on Friday, a lot of the resorts. And just a heads up, if you're traveling up there, watch the roads. But here's the good news. Friday, rainy, icy backside of the system becomes a snowstorm. And this could be a pretty good snow event, especially for our Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland resorts, because I think this will be a prolonged northwest flow event on the backside of this. You could see how long the snow just continues. We go into Sunday and we still got moisture coming in from the west, so this is actually kind of a pretty nice little setup here. So I'm going to show you the future cast here. 3 days of snowfall goes through Sunday. Let me go out even further. I'm going to see if I can't play this and get it to go out all the way to the end here. So that's through Sunday night. Look at the snow in North Carolina. Nothing right home, but look what's going on up here in parts of West Virginia. And I think even longer range, this could look even better as the snow really piles up Monday into Tuesday. So this actually looks to be a pretty decent northwest flow event that could linger into Monday or even Tuesday, possibly. So when you look at the forecast here for the weekend, obviously Friday there could be snow even in North Carolina, but it's going to be like 33, 34. So not great snowmaking conditions. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday up in West Virginia, Maryland, looking good. And then even though the temperatures moderate during the days, I do think there's an opportunity for nighttime snowmaking through the middle of next week. So the potential is there. And next week's pattern is actually very, very fascinating. Here's the long-range futurecast, the weekend system. And just to show you how long that northwest flow persists, let me go into Monday. We wake up Monday morning. Look what's going on there. We still have northwest flow snow, and there's some moisture to the south that tries to sneak in. Even on Monday night, you see some hints of it. Let's go out even further into the future here, into next week. Temperatures are kind of cool. Look at that. Did you see that little bit of snow up there? I mean, I'm telling you, this pattern is kind of nice. Another low to the south. Look at this thing, the middle of next week. Have to keep an eye on this. Where does this track go? If it tracks a little closer, pull some colder air down. Looks like maybe another natural snow event for the Southeast. I'll push this out even further. This is next Sunday, not this Sunday, so don't get excited for this Sunday. Next Sunday, this is what you need to get excited for. Look at this bad boy. Cold air. Now that's a northwest flow event. So great event this weekend possibly. Could be topped by next weekend. And that thing, man, I'm telling you, next Sunday it looks really, really fascinating. So keep your head up, folks. This is looking really good. And speaking of that, a lot of folks have been asking me, hey, Brad, what about, what's going to happen for the rest of the winter? Are we done? Are we ever going to see snow? A couple things I want to show you real quickly here, and I'm actually blowing them up here on my other screen so I can show you. But we'll go to this right now. So this is the 3 to 4 week outlook, looking into the first 2 weeks of February. First things you notice here is that we've got pretty good. Oh man, what happened to my? I'm gonna have to add my my whiteboard here back. So bear with me for a second. So you can see the pattern looks pretty good for storminess across the Southeast. This is a pretty good setup. Look at that right there with all the moisture down here. So this tells me we've got a storm track like that. But this is the best part of this forecast. This is the temperature forecast for the early part of February. If you look at this, that's a 55 to 60% chance of below average temperatures. And just to show you what that means from a meteorological standpoint, we look at the upper levels, the 500 millibars, mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, where we have lower pressures and lower heights. Look at the Southeast. For most of the winter, we've had that ridge, the Southeast ridge, which has been giving us those really warm southwesterly flows. No one wants me to say the blowtorch, but that's what it was. It was giving us those really mild conditions, but that is not the case for February. Look at this. I'm going to go into February, and again, what you're looking at here are 10-day increments as we go through the end of January into February. And notice the blues. Those are below average 500 millibar heights. That means storminess and cool weather. and look how it's locked in. I mean, so this is the complete opposite pattern that we've had this entire winter. So not only are we talking the potential for cold, but the storm track seems to be set up. We've had the storm track, we just haven't had the cold. So I think for the first time in a long time, I am really optimistic that this pattern, like we're going to see here next weekend, could have some staying power. So something to get excited for as we look ahead to February. Again, great weekend ahead. If you're heading to the mountains, enjoy it. We're turning the season around. It's been pretty good. I mean, if you hit these weekends, great. All the snow this week and the man-made snow and the snow guns cranking 24/7 has really replenished everything. So get out there, hit the slopes. The resorts love it. Trust me. Don't worry about where you live. If it's not snowing, you're at 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive is going to get you to some of the best skiing in the Southeast. So get up there and enjoy. And if you're up at beach or if you're up in Winter Place or up at Snowshoe on this weekend, just be careful with the ice tomorrow, but enjoy the snow. More on the way next weekend. As always, everybody, think snow and have a great weekend.